Hello there, Mandalorians. Happy Star Wars week and welcome back to another episode of the Cinestro Core. It's your boy Blacksby, aka Chuglaka. Today have with me Reed Rizzards. And we are just so excited to get into another episode of the Sinestro Core. We are diving into a galaxy far, far away as we discuss more things Star Wars. Before we do all that, we need you all to Rancor smash that subscribe button so you do not miss out on the most entertaining podcast on the planet. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Roger. So it's just us. This is why they can't. They need to let me. They need to ban me from all type of things, bro.
Kim Possible.
That's Power Rangers. What you mean, Kim Possible? It's Power Rangers, bro. That's Zordon, bro.
I thought I heard just.
No, it's Power Rangers. The Zordon calling me right now. I'm like, bro, you got it. You got to figure it out. So right now it's Star Wars week. You know, when this episode drops, it's gonna be Revenge of the Fifth. But
Yes.
May the Fourth be with y'all. Welcome to the Sinestro Core. If you're not already hip, you are now hip. Welcome to the channel. We've been doing this for a few weeks now, but I mean, couple announcements. Revenge. Oh my God, Return of the Jedi. Not Revenge of the Sith. Return of the Jedi is in theaters right now. I'm supposed to be going to go see it in a couple of days. I'm trying to see it on the 4th or the 5th, whichever one. But I'm gonna go see it in theaters and just have a grand old time, reliving the great moments of Star Wars. But yeah, Return of the Jedi is in theaters. It's great to see old school Star Wars in another format in IMAX. Haven't seen that yet, but yeah.
Did they remaster it, or is it still like the same kind of like semi HD quality?
I think that's what they did. They remastered it and put it in IMAX and whatever theater formats it is. So I'm excited. It's good to see, old 70s, 80s fuzzy movies in good quality. You know what I'm saying?
I never really got into that. Like, actually, no, I've gotten close to it a couple of times where like they re-release a movie in theaters, and everybody's like, I gotta go see this. I gotta go see this. I'm like, I can watch this in the same quality online for free, allegedly, but I could do that, hypothetically speaking. But I think this one I might check out if I'm not too busy saving up to go see Guardians 3, because I know getting tickets for that is going to be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, this one I gotta see in theaters. But I'm like Guardians 3. Even now that you mentioned, I'm over here on the phone trying to get my tickets today. Me and Cinemark, we locked in, bro. I gotta be in there. I gotta see this movie. But yeah,
The whole world, I think, has been waiting on a good MCU movie for quite some time.
because I mean,
Because I don't know what's been going on.
if we're being honest, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was like, it was all right. It was okay.
Yeah,
It was okay.
you could look at the screen while it was playing.
It was a good movie. Honestly, I liked it. I had fun, but me personally, I was expecting more, so I want more. And that's what Guardians 3 is gonna be, my more. I need that. Need that, and I desire that. And this movie in XD, bro. How many 2 hours and 30 minutes? Oh hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Good quality film right there, my boy.
That's. Wait, hold on. Let me see how long Endgame was, because I think that's like the same length as Endgame. Let me
I think
see.
it's like the second longest MCU film right now.
Endgame runtime 3 hours and 2.
Endgame is the longest MCU film.
I said, wow.
I sat through that bitch right.
It's crazy that I sat through that.
You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about?
Now, okay. Wait a minute. Star Wars Celebration. I swear we covered that last week, didn't we?
We did. Doing a recap of everything that we covered last week. Real D3D. Oh hell no, I don't want that. No, I cancel my ticket.
Should I survive our expectations? I think we did that.
No, we didn't do that one
What's in the
yet.
future Star? We did this whole episode last week.
I think we're just covering everything that we didn't cover in the last episode. Talking everything from Star Wars, whatever left over from Star Wars Celebration, anything that we have our own expectations or own predictions for the future of Star Wars because there's a lot going on. Honestly, you'd love to see it. You love to see it. Your blood clot. I just bought my tickets for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's crazy. $10.25.
Let's see. I'm trying to. Oh, it's in Japan. Oh, it's in Japan next.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
okay.
Star Celebration will be in Japan. I think it's 2025, 2024, 2025.
Oh, this one was in Anaheim, California. Okay. 3 news. There we go. All right. I had to look it up and get a whole summarized list because I had one written down, but I kind of accidentally lost it.
Yeah.
All right. So, ooh, they did reveal Visions. I swear Visions already came out, didn't
No,
it?
it comes out on the May 4th for Star Wars Day. It's gonna be so good. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Now, what is Visions about?
So this one's gonna be like kind of a love letter to animation. I'm excited
Okay.
because I love animation. Animation is one of the most slept on mediums, honestly. And
Facts.
with Star Wars Visions, there's so much you can do with the Star Wars universe. I wish I would have dived in. I wish I would have dove into that earlier, but I digress. Who gonna check me?
Okay. So, here's some of the bigger points. As for continuations of things, it seems like the Bad Batch is coming back for a third and final season, which is good. Not the fact that it's ending, but mostly the fact that I have time because it comes out in 2024, so I do need to
Oh,
finish the
you
Bad
got hella
Batch.
time, bro. Season 2 is really easy. Honestly, like you get past like episode, what was it, 10? 9? I don't know. At a certain point it picks up really quick, but it's a good season. Season 2 is honestly I like season 1 better than season 2 because of the way it went down, but season 2 is pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like it.
Okay.
I fuck with the vision.
All right, let's see. Uh, damn. Okay, so it looks like the teaser trailer was aired in house, so we're not gonna be able to look at that. But oh, there's a trailer for Visions. Who is this with the yellow lightsaber? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is going on
Visions
here?
is that show, bro. Visions is clutch.
Okay, it's insanely loud. Okay, so all right, already. I was gotta. I had to pause it because I started looking. This motherfucker. Is that who I think that is?
Which one?
At the very opening, the trailer with the red stripe.
It might be.
Is it the homie from
It might
KOTOR?
be. It might be bro.
Because I don't think that's just an Inquisitor.
It might be the
That's
bro.
God, I forget his name. Graham literally said it and I forgot.
Revan.
Revan. I think that's Revan. I might be insane, but I think at the beginning of the trailer they're showing Revan. Let's see what else we got here. Because that definitely does look like him.
It might be the
It
bro.
looks like he's got some variant of a crossguard lightsaber, which is interesting because crossguard were usually reserved for like Jedi Knights. So either he is a Sith that has fallen, he took this off of a Jedi, or he's just got a crossguard lightsaber and that's just it because it just looks cool. I might be reading too much into
He's
this.
just like me. Cross guard lights are kind of cool. I might do that. But yeah, um, Visions. I'm excited for Visions. Honestly, I like the first season. I like the what's it called, the anime slash Studio Ghibli kind of feel.
So it's like an anthology. So it's going to be a series of different stories and different
Yeah,
animation
and it,
styles.
it actually might
Sort
not
of
be
like,
it might not be canon now that I think about it.
hmm, okay, because I'm getting like a sort of what's the word? Not Love, Death, and Robots, because that was really just a lot of not connected narratives. I'd say more like Halo Legends,
Yeah,
if you've
there
seen
you
that.
go.
For any listeners who have not seen that, that is essentially, I don't want to say it's the same thing as this, but it's similar to it in the fact that it's an anthology series set within the Halo universe, and it's told in a bunch of different animation styles. The real kicker, though, is that this one utilizes two art styles which I did not think would work in a Star Wars medium. One being that Spider Verse style, like lower
Yes,
frame rate kind of, like comic book esque feel, and then the other one being claymation, which I'm not entirely sure. I'm going frame by frame in this trailer just so I can find different things to break down. So watching it at about like 0.25 speed. So yeah, it does seem like this is okay. So one of two things: either that is Homie from KOTOR, or it's somebody who looks eerily similar to him. That might be. I don't think that is Revan because I'm pretty sure Revan has a full mask.
he
Correct?
does. He has a full mask and like two different colored lightsabers, purple and forgot the other color. My bad.
Purple
Yeah,
and red, right?
purple and red, or is it purple and gold?
It might be either one. Um, but but either way, this would not be Revan then because he does have that. I thought at first he was a similar species to the Main Inquisitor from
It is
Rebels,
purple and red.
the Grand Inquisitor.
It is purple and red.
But he doesn't have the for lack of a better word, the football head
Football head.
going on.
Nah, yeah, Revan has purple and red, but just look at the trailer, man. Like I'm excited for this. Like I said, animation so slept on, and I love animation. Me personally, uh, Star Wars. What's it? Not Star Wars. Treasure Planet is one of my favorite animated films.
Mhm.
I would love to see that animation utilized in in other stories, other IPs, especially Star Wars. Star Wars, you can do so much with that type of bro. Man, y'all don't even know. Animation goaded, bro. Animation is so goaded, so goaded. Slept on. Remember that the 2003 Clone Wars cartoon?
Yes, the one that was made by
Chark Chark
uh, I,
Charkovsky Charnovsky. Yeah,
Chardanovsky.
that boy, that
Tartanovsky,
guy.
I believe, is the yeah. He also made Primal and most famously Samurai Jack, of
Go,
course.
go.
And I'm really interested in this because all the various art styles. I'm realizing there's like a traditional 2D anime. There's like a hand drawn. I don't know how to describe it, but there's a scene where it's like a little red haired girl. She's like looking out into the distance. There's traditional Clone Wars style looking animation. Looks like has a little bit of a twist to it.
Mhm.
I'm not entirely sure, but from a lot of these stories, it seems like they're not going to be, solely Jedi focused, and I feel like that's where Star Wars shines. Because sure, there's the whole space wizards thing. There's everybody fighting for different powers and vying for all this, that, and the other. But I feel like the best parts of Star Wars are like the hidden gems, like the parts that we see very little of. So seeing everyday people going about their lives within this universe is going to be cool. Even if these aren't canon, still having a Star Wars background, this is going to be interesting.
Mhm. Even if it kind of like does like
Oh,
background stories, honestly, because like
yeah.
the mainline story, the Skywalker saga, is kind of like we've seen enough of that, and then if we can get some outside stories, for lack of a better term, outside stories
Mhm.
from the Skywalker saga, that'd be great. See what they're doing, see what they got going on. I'm excited. I'm so excited. More excitement for on the video game front. Star Wars Jedi Survivor dropped. Graham is the only one who's played it. He can't be here tonight, but Graham's the only one who's played it out of the entire group. We're all kind
He has
of
been blowing
he's
it
been
up.
blowing it up. The rest of us are kind of like lacking right now, but Graham's the only one who's played it, and he's
Oh
had
yeah,
so much fun. He's made his own design for Cal. Make the Empire great again, Cal. Boy,
he's got a whole mullet and
yeah,
sideburn combination going
Mullet
on.
Cal, and the mustache with the hell yeah, brother
Yeah,
mustache.
It's got a MAGA flag with a trailer hitched on Tatooine. He's like, I don't want no dirty Jawas in my neighborhood.
Get them sand people out of here, boy.
Oh, that one's too real. That one's too real.
You goddamn nerf herders.
Oh, but Matt, have you heard the issues though that have been coming up with Jedi
No, I
Survivor?
haven't. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh man, this is gonna break your heart. So, to catch you up to speed, of our listeners who have not known, so in spite of being critically acclaimed for being a very remarkable Star Wars media piece, and being overall a pretty good game, um, two major details have come out. For one, it is buggy as all hell,
Ah,
at least on
shit.
PC. Yeah, there are people, for instance, I believe it is a YouTuber by the name of Some Ordinary Gamer, aka Mudahar, did a test of his graphics card, right? He has a 4090, which should be capable of running, you know, the peak of these graphics. It should be capable of running it at its full capacity, like immense HD, 60 frames per second, and his PC is about like it's a couple grand, right? Like it's a professional grade PC, damn near a supercomputer. And guess what is the maximum frame rate it can run this game at? 30 frames or less.
Ew.
Yeah, for $70, people are getting their like almost $1,200 PCs, and they can only run this thing at like 30 frames, which makes it as jagged as possible. Like you have all these amazing graphics and gameplay that you can't experience to the fullest extent,
Because you got a
and
jagged ass computer.
it has something to do with the God, I forget what it's called. I have to look it up real quick. It's this anti-piracy program.
Norton
Um,
360.
no, not Norton.
uh,
Um, anti-piracy. It's like a new engine that they've used for Fallen Order. De Novo, sorry,
yes,
De
the
Novo.
Nouveau.
So the thing is, um oh, it I'm not sure what it is about De Novo and what is wrong with it, but apparently there was like an older version of it that was running within the game that was making the software itself very incompatible with being able to run to the fullest extent. So a bunch of people were having issues with, you know, having it work. So in order to get it to work, um, they removed it, which led to the game getting pirated faster after just 3 days of it being out. But swings and roundabouts, I guess. But the sad part is the creative director of the game was asked by EA, the company that is notorious for just being like,
Mediocre.
ship it, it's fine. Mediocrity is our middle name. Um, they
Mid.
decided to ask the they asked the director. They were like, "Hey, do you want a little bit of extra time on this?" And he said, "It's fine.
He's like, yeah, yeah,
Ship it.
sure.
It's good." And now the game is just like
He's like,
not very
I
good.
got time.
It's not the worst thing, but it's definitely not running to the fullest extent, and it's a repeated problem we've seen with developers before of when they release a game in a half finished state, and it's not exactly the best, and they'll say, "Oh, we got updates and patches coming. Don't worry, we'll fix it." When you know, it's kind of like a business model. It's a little bit easier to ship a half finished game and say, "Oh, I'll fix it," but I'm not sure if reviews are looking too good, Matt. Because you want to know the comparison?
Oh, it's a comparison.
So Jedi Fallen
Mm-hmm.
Order, right? The first one in the series. 94% of users like the game, according to Google users, and it has a 9 out of 10 on Steam and a 9 out of 10 on IGN. Now, the 9 out of 10 on IGN means nothing. However, this one I'll agree with them. It is a pretty damn good game.
I'm part of that 99%.
However, yeah, yeah, 99%, not bad, right? However, this is kind of where the little stinky comes in. So if we look at the 2023 release, which is Star Wars Jedi Survivor, right? This game has an 87%, which is not too drastic of a drop, still a B plus. However, it has a 6 out of 10 on Steam.
6 out of 10. I mean, it's a huge drop from 9. Being honest,
Oh yeah,
9 out of 10 is a big ranking. Honestly, it's
pretty
pretty
steep
steep drop
drop
from
there.
9 to 6. I mean, in terms of movies, 9 to 6 isn't that bad. It's bad, but it's not
Mhm.
that bad. But in terms of games, because you know how interactive a game is, right? Like you're playing like you are that character. You are going through that storyline. So from 9 to 6 is serious. Uh, what about that one, Chief? That should kind of make me nervous.
Don't get me wrong, I still want to play
I'm
it,
still,
but like I don't want to
oh, yeah,
pay
I'm
for
still
it.
gonna
You know
play
what
it.
I'm
I'm
saying?
still gonna play it. I might not play it league. I mean, I might play it on a roundabout way. No, I'm not gonna say
hmm
legal. I'm gonna still play it
You know,
legally.
I'm gonna take a Greyhound to Houston and hit up Graham borrow his copy because I ain't pay
I'm
for
gonna
this shit.
borrow
Before I'm
that.
coming
Yeah, I'm
to be
gonna
real
borrow
with
that
you.
one from the homies a little bit. Little play on the torrent on the
I'm a
let me
I'm gonna give it a year before this thing is the free
yeah
PSN
let me
game because
let me
man,
let me get that off you, Chief. Let me borrow that from you real quick. Let me play that real quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I mean, it looks so great. It looks great, honestly. All the stuff
yeah,
we've seen on the page, like we've been retweeting all the stuff on the announcements. I mean, announcements, the screenshots from the game and the gameplays I've seen. It looks really really good. Honestly, I can't lie. I'm excited for this game. I need it. I have an Xbox, so I don't really have any new games right now. But you know what I'm saying, I might have to upgrade. I'm gonna talk to my peoples and see if they can give me a PS5 for my birthday coming up. I need that. But yeah, Star
okay.
Wars Jedi Survivor is looking good. Speaking of Star Wars, our previous two episodes were covering previous before the horror episode. Previous two episodes before the horror episode were covering Star Wars Celebration, talking about everything that's been announced. We covered all that. We are excited for all that, like Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Acolyte, Ahsoka, the movies that are going to be coming out in the future. I'm so ready. I'm so ready, bro. I've had time to think about it. I'm even more ready than I was before. I'm ready as hell. I'm
Hmm.
excited. I hope they make Finn the Jedi he's supposed to be because I've been pissed off to let my boy sit in the background.
Wait, Finn's coming
He
back?
got to, he's got to. You feel me? Got to. My boy John Boyega. Bring my chief bring King back, bro. Bring King back. I need him to be the real Jedi Finn. Instead of just screaming in the background talking about Ray. No, bro. Do some superhero shit. Do some hero shit right now. And they see him pull a Star Destroyer out of the sky, bro.
I like fucking
Yeah,
Star
it's like
Killer,
oh my god, I had the
Force
craziest
Unleashed.
scene in that game, bro.
Do
And I remember doing that. I played it on the
you
DS. I
think?
played it on the DS and the Xbox. The DS version, you have to like circulate the little circles.
Is it on the
It's on every
DS?
platform, bro. Nintendo DS, it's on Xbox, PlayStation, all that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I could see the Wii is reasonable, but DS that just sounds unfun.
No, it's pretty fun. Trust me. It's the most fun I've had on a DS game ever, besides Madden.
Says a lot for a console or a handheld console that
It's
contains fucking
crazy, all
Madden.
right?
That's impressive.
Right? It's so crazy.
That's mad
I love it
impressive.
though.
Okay, you're gonna make me go fucking spend $300 on a D on a DS now.
I love it though. It's great. So yeah, I want to see what they do moving forward in the Star Wars video game verse. I want to see them do a more. I want an open world game like Assassin's Creed style. I don't want to repeat what we talked about in the previous two episodes because I want people to copy our idea. But We basically dropped the greatest game of Star Wars history. No, we dropped the greatest video game in video game history. Our idea for the open
Bro,
world Star
EA
Wars,
hit us for the
bro.
Battlefront 3 sauce, man.
Put us in the lab, bro. We have the greatest idea.
We are
We
on it,
are we are
G.
literally cooking like season that bitch
Big whippers. You feel me?
wrist motion. It was insane. The way we described that potential video game was one of the greatest video games of all time. And I wish that was a game that was happening now because I was so much fun. I love the Assassin's Creed series. Ubisoft is great for that because of open world games. I love to explore, to just fuck shit up and do all types of different adventures. That would be phenomenal in the world of Star Wars. It would be easy to do because there's so much you can do in Star Wars. Why not just let
Hmm.
that shit happen? Let it happen, bro. So
You know what? It's kind of sad
mm,
though when it comes to Star Wars games. Like I've really started considering this. Aside from Jedi Fallen
mhm.
Order, which is amazing, a sensational game. I love it a lot. In my personal opinion, the only thing that could have made that better is if you made it to where Riva was the protagonist, so you play as an Inquisitor.
Oh,
That would have been
start
great.
from the dark side and then move
Or
to.
not Riva, but like the third sister. That's what her
Yeah,
name
she
was.
bad
I
as
forgot. I
hell. No, I know
confused
who
with
you're
the
talking
other
about. I know exactly. She bad as hell. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, facts, facts, facts.
Mm,
But
mm,
that's the only thing I get together that would have made that better. But
mm.
when it comes to Star Wars games, the sad fact is that the only ones that have been like really good in the past couple of years, like at launch, they've been great, have been the Lego ones.
And the Lego ones go hard as fuck.
They do. They do. That is no discredit to the Lego ones. And a lot of people might say, "Oh, but Battlefront." No, no. Remember, Battlefront was a pay-to-win mess when it launched, and it took so long to where the only thing now that's keeping that game still alive are the modders on PC. On console, that thing is
Exactly.
fucking
Because
dead. I had to
you have
delete
to
it from my
purchase the
PlayStation.
shit
Yeah,
to get into the game. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm just here to
yeah.
have fun.
I deleted it from my PlayStation because it took me like fucking like 10 actual real life minutes to find a match.
Nope, I'm good.
Like I went and made a sandwich and came back and I was still queuing and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible.
I'm good.
Fucking
I'm
trash.
good. I'm good on that, Chief. No, sir.
Get off that.
I'm good on. No, I don't want it. So that's why we were talking about that. Those two previous episodes, we should have that the open world game idea. Honestly, we created. I'm not bullshitting y'all. We created the greatest Star Wars game. We created the greatest video game in history. Forget just Star Wars game. That sounded
Oh yeah.
so incredible. The way we were talking about how it's an open world game and you have different like time periods to travel through and different histories, different levels. That was incredible. So if you want to hear more about that, check out the Star Wars, the Core Wars episode part 1 and part 2. See what we're talking about because they just, oh my god. But as far as this game,
It is bar for bar sauce.
greatest, probably one of our best episodes. We're being honest. We cooked,
Oh
really cooked. But as far as this week's the Core Wars Star Wars game, I mean, we're just reviewing a game we haven't even played yet. I need that PS5. If y'all rocking with our channel,
yeah.
donate to the Patreon. donate to the donate to the stream, get us some money so I can get that PS5. I need to play this game,
Even if it's a group
man.
PS5, bro, we'll share custody.
We'll take weeks.
Just please get
We'll
us
all
one.
take turns. Every week, everybody's pass that whole off. 1 week at a time, we get
Please.
PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like, get us on ball, bro. We need that.
UPS finna know us by name.
You're like, boy, didn't you just send this last week? Yes, I did. I'll send it again.
Like, what are you shipping? Why do you keep coming back here?
I have to. You know the rules. But yeah. But speaking of Star Wars week, like I said, Return of the Jedi is in theaters. Every Star Wars movie should be on Disney Plus. I'm gonna watch every single one tomorrow. I have to. Before I go see Return of the Jedi, I'm
Really?
watching every single one. Yeah, I'm gonna wake up at like 8 a.m. Watch every one.
Including episode 8 and 9?
Those come afterwards, so I can kind of have the option. I can choose.
That's why I was like, you sure about everyone?
I can choose if I want to watch those. But as far as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I'm gonna watch those tomorrow. Actually, no, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and 5 because I'm watching 6 in the theaters. I'm also gonna watch a what's it called? Solo and Rogue One. Yeah, boy, real
I haven't
cinema.
seen Solos.
You have not seen Solo all these years?
I haven't. I meant to,
Diabolical.
because it has Donald Glover in it, and I love Donald
Solo
Glover in anything.
Solo goes hard. I don't care what anybody says. Solo goes really hard. Me personally. I like Solo. I like Rogue One more because it's one of those anthology films. It's
Mhm.
not
Rogue One's amazing.
one of the greatest pieces of cinema in life. Oh hell yeah!
Mhm.
They put their whole Star Wars in that movie. George Lucas, don't let me speak again.
They need to ban you from the First Amendment, bro. You were exempt.
Don't let me speak again. I said Star Wars Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Star
That boy is wrapped.
Star Warsy. Oh my god.
Okay, there it is. There you go. That it was right there. I was like, he's gonna get it eventually.
Star Warsy. I'll
Okay.
take that. But yeah, Rogue One is
I
phenomenal.
think,
And then after seeing Andor, Rogue One is
yeah.
even better because
Oh, dude. I
Andor
went back
made
and I watched Rogue One after
it,
Andor.
it changed your life. It changed your view, right? Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
So great, so beautiful. First of all, that film's visually pleasing. Visually, it's beautiful. I
Mhm.
love it. I don't care what anybody says. You can kiss my ass. Come talk to us on the podcast. Come talk shit to it. No, don't even try to talk shit. Force choke you and push you off the mountain. Don't do. Rogue One is beautiful. Rogue One is one of my favorite Star Wars films. I think my ranking goes like Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, Empire Strikes Back. Empire is fire, bro.
Above Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
That's
I put them
wow.
both above
Wow.
Empire.
You've okay.
Empire goes hard though. Empire is the best one of those three of the original trilogy. Empire is the best of those three. Off the top, off the
You know
rip.
what's gonna be a bit of a hot take that I
Don't say
have?
Return. Don't say New. A New Hope is better than that one. I'll jump out the window right now.
God no. Kind of a fucking psychopath that has Han Solo getting frozen in carbonite. It's an iconic scene. You kidding me? No. No, 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 no. No. Uh Not only does episode 5 have one of my favorite moments in the series that you can interpret where Darth Vader's like talking to all the bounty hunters like bosking all
That
of them,
shit was
right?
crazy.
And
He's
he's
just
like
like me.
he goes up to fucking Boba Fett and he's like, no disintegrations. It makes you can interpret that one of the two ways, right? Like Boba Fett's so hardcore, like he's just
Be
zip zapping and shooting
dissolving
everybody.
niggas, bro.
Or the other way, yeah. Or the other way is that this man Boba is just so fucking inept at his job that he just out here just blasting every
Just
time,
fucking them up.
regardless of who his target is. Like he just fucks up royally. Vader's like, "Hey,
He's like, bro, chill.
put the
Stop it.
fucking blaster away." For real, bro. Like I said, dead or alive, but I'm finna just remove the ore, bro. Just alive, nigga. Like I'm tired of this, bro.
He's like,
We have to get the dustbuster out every fucking time that you go outside,
oh, Vader was like, bro, please just bring this man in. Not dead. Just bring this
bro.
man in.
But
We need that.
I swear, I like episode. Like for me, the ranking goes 5, 6. Actually, no, it's 5, 4, then 6. I do not like episode 6.
It's all right. It's a good ender. It's a good closer to the whole original trilogy, but like,
Yeah, it's
it's
just
okay.
it's I know that it's like the final one, right? And you know, you have to have the good guys win in the final one. That's just how that works. It's fucking storytelling, right? But like that's so
Cliche.
it's too
It's
happy.
too.
It's cliche, bro.
It's too
It's too
happy.
happy. Like you go from Empire Strikes Back where like it's getting active, right? It's getting
Empire was
intense.
crazy,
The
bro.
Rebel Alliance
Cloud
is on
City,
there
that
to
Cloud
fucking
City scene, I'm
heal.
like, boy, what the fuck? Dog?
And then they bring in the fucking Ewoks, episode 6, which I've always just found mad corny.
Anybody
Like
seen a damn teddy bear,
like
bro? Get that shit out of here, bro.
yeah.
I love the
Like
Ewoks,
one of my
but get
friends,
them
I
out
was
of here,
talking with
bro.
him
I don't
about it.
care.
Yeah. I was I was talking with one of my friends about it, bro, and he was like, "Hey, is this because they're using guerrilla warfare tactics? They got like the home field advantage, so it's kind of similar to
Blood
that."
said guerrilla
But at the
warfare.
same time, I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, bro, they're not the Viet Cong. They're teddy bears. They're going up against highly armored people with
With
guns.
training,
It's like,
forget just guns, training. I know that everyone's like the stormtroopers suck at shooting, blah 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 blah. They still have training, bro. It doesn't matter. They can still shoot the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. But the Ewoks, little teddy bear, little villagers, little Tom Nook, Animal Crossing ass motherfuckers.
Tom,
Somehow they beat the damn Empire. It's crazy.
I call
The
bullshit on it,
greatest,
bro. I
the
call such
greatest
bullshit.
military fighting force in the galaxy. They beat them with their damn rocks and trees. That shit crazy to me. But you know what? I
You know
believe
what?
it. I let it slide. I let it slide.
You know what? You know what I figure is a really good topic we could do instead of the future of Star Wars, since we've
We
discussed
kind of
that
have
already.
discussed that. We discussed that twice. We created the greatest future of Star Wars. Whenever Disney finds us and like signs us to a maximum contract, and they make our shit, they make
Oh
that
yeah,
last episode
that
the
shit is
actual
ours.
future of Star Wars. We're gonna have to talk about something else. We're gonna run out of ideas because we already created the greatest part of the greatest future of Star Wars
Oh
on
god,
everything. So, but what you got? What you got,
cinema, my brother.
bro?
All
Martin
right, all right.
Scorsese mean cinema,
We
cinema.
take we take the Star Wars universe, right?
Yes,
So instead of the future, right? Let's focus on the past of Star Wars. Let's think about
yes,
if you had to change certain parts of let's just say the whole Skywalker saga, like episodes 1 through what the fuck did they get to? 9? It
9.
was 9, right? 1 to 9. What movies would you take out? What would you change? What movie would you put in between that just so that you could add a little bit extra context?
No.
Because I've got an
Me
idea.
personally, I would,
What
I
it,
would, I would
mm,
whittle down episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'd remove some stuff from episode 2 and make it kind of straightforward. Get straight to the business, straight to the war, straight to the battle shit,
mhm.
fighting all that shit, revolution, all that, straight to the battle. Then episode 8 and 9, I would change 8 and 9 a bit. Episode 7, I'm like, yeah, it's still a rehashing of episode 4, but I mean, we let it slide a little bit. Let it slide a little bit. I'd remix it a little bit. I changed some things in episode 4, but I definitely changed the crap out of episode 5 and no, episodes, what's it called? 7, 8. I changed 8 and
7?
9. I changed a lot about episode 8 and 9. And then I'd bring episode 10. Episode 10 would be the stepping off point for a new universe. New storylines. Yeah, we'd be done with the Skywalker saga. We'd have a new branch timeline going on. So yeah, change some shit,
Okay.
change a little
Okay.
bit, and then kind of I want to go back in time, like we were talking about earlier. I want to go back in time and talk about the
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my god, that would be so. That'd be at least me personally. I would create like 10 movies off that. Oh my god, no, even if that's too much. 5 movies, at least 5 movies off of of KOTOR. Oh my god! And then if we're talking about if we're
Oh,
diving into the
dude.
Sith lore, like the backstory of the Sith, if we
Yeah.
can go back to Darth Bane, hell, even before Darth Bane, like we are talking about in our Star Wars episodes, bro. But they're just cooking that man. Oh my god, just cooking up
You could do
phenomenal Star Warsness.
the rise of Force users,
Yes,
right? And then the start of like the Jedi with 2 eyes,
the
right?
Jedi
And then how
ethnic
that the Sith branched off.
specialist.
You could give like the Gray
Mm-hmm.
Jedi a solo
Mm-hmm.
movie. I don't know if you could get the Gray Jedi, but
Maybe a
maybe you
TV
could.
series.
A TV series
You
would
can
be
do
fucking
about six,
fire.
7. No, let's do 10 episodes total.
And then near the end, you could have like the founding of the Republic or
And then
whatever the
tie
fuck.
it into the
But
movie
like
or
what?
or whatever the feature
Yeah.
film.
hmm I think I think for me, if I had to change anything, so I saw a tweet recently, and it was like a lot of people shit on episode 8 and 9 for having Palpatine come back, but since he's so instrumental to the series, it feels weird, not having him as the main villain. And I kind of understand that perspective because like he's pivotal to 3, he's the whole reason for the Clone Wars, and he's pulling the strings in the latter trilogy. I know I see you shaking your head, Mac, but let me cook here. Let me cook. I got something. All right.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So
Quick.
my idea is this,
Hmm.
right? You take out like the original whole thing because they don't really give you an inkling in the films to my recollection. They don't really show you the cloning process. They don't show you the cloning vats. They don't show you any hints towards him possibly returning up until they're
You talking
like
about the sequel
9. He's
trilogy?
back.
They
Yeah.
don't. That's why
So
Filoni and them gonna have to do a what's it called connective stories. Like that's what they're doing in Mando season 3, and then whatever comes after this, they're gonna try and connect it to the sequels, so it makes sense. I mean, honestly,
yeah,
if they're like, oh, somehow Palpatine returned, to the average viewer, no one paying attention, be like, okay, cool, he returned. To those of us who are initiated, we know what's going on. We're like, how the fuck did he return? How did that happen?
we're confused as
Who?
fuck.
How? Who?
Yeah, he
Who?
got dropped down into a fucking
Bro,
generator. Like, what is there left to
bro,
clone of him?
respawn. Bro was dead. He came back. He was landing. He's like, where we landing, boys? Palpatine, where we landing, boys? Order 66. No, you will
Execute
die.
order correctly behind you. But I would bring back I would hint more towards the cloning.
Yeah,
So what I would do
exactly.
is you know how they have God, what is it? I forgot what her name is from spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen Bad Batch, but like you've had a fucking year to see the
Omega,
first season, so what's wrong with you? Not Omega.
the Doctor.
The Kaminoan,
Oh,
the
Nala
doctor, the
say,
Kamino
Nala
doctor.
say. What I'm saying,
Yeah.
she
So
Nala
what I'm
say Nala
thinking
sa
is they bring
Mamakusa.
in
She created.
who let this man cook, bro.
Mama say Mama
Nigga
sa
need to be stopped getting
Mamakusa. Mama
cars.
say Mama sa Mamakusa. Yeah, she was over there
But
cloning the damn clones.
yeah. So what I'm thinking is you bring in her and right and more flashbacks to Camino
Yes,
and like that bombardment run that they did in the Bad Batch where
yes.
they basically blew up the entire place to discontinue the cloning process because they wanted more reliable soldiers, not without the advanced aging and everything.
Mm,
I'm thinking what they do is they show, oh yeah, we blew up Camino, but that was just a ploy, that was a cover up. It would be kind of corny, but like they just have in the background like Camino and scientist or Camino and research, or maybe like Ray goes into a base, right? And while they're like investigating everything, she finds like files on Camino, something like that.
that makes sense.
This is my
No, that's a good idea because, like, if you think about it,
yeah,
they never really explain how Palpatine comes back, right? So it's different. It's definitely different, like
yeah,
angles that they could approach to make it like, oh, Palpatine returned from cloning. He's got offspring. He's got XYZ, blah blah blah, chromosomes, all that shit. So no genetics, but
bro, it's like chromosomes and shit.
I hate myself. No, for real, you have a good point. They could be like, Nala say his cloning program was hijacked by Dr. Hemlock. Dr. Hemlock made it to where what's it called, Moff Gideon and Lieutenant Hux, whatever his ranking is, fuck that nigga, whatever his ranking is, Hux brought the
Yeah,
cloning process back for Palpatine, and Palpatine was like, I have to revive myself for the future of the Sith. And he cloned himself and he let his shit sit in stasis until roughly episode 7, episode 8, episode 9. That's when his clone came back. Snoke is just a puppet.
yeah.
Kylo Ren is just a figurehead. And then here we come with Palpatine. I don't know. That's just me. This is my head canon. I be cooking sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. So yeah, it'll be great to see how they tie the sequels into Mando, into everything that's happened so far. I want to see that. I'm excited. But I'm really excited for the games part. I want to see, like I said, I need to see that open world game. I need to see a piloting game, Star Wars Squadrons, pull me up, put me in the game, put me in that, put me on that. I want to see a TV show. I want to see more animation being used. I know we get in Star Wars Visions and everything, but I want to see more like a concrete, like a storyline, like 3 seasons of the same type of animation, like kind of like the Clone Wars.
like a saga
Yeah, like the
kind of.
Clone Wars, but like a
Okay.
different style of animation, and just go through it like Treasure
You know what
Planet
I'd like
style
to see in
animation. Let me
animation?
see that. I need that. Jim Hawkins,
What if they
Tim
did?
Hawkins.
You know how? What if they did? I'm not saying like to cheat out John Boyega or Finn's character and not let him have the story, but like do like an Imperial defector,
Yes,
right?
that's a perfect
But
storyline. It's an
have him
easy
be a
storyline.
Jedi.
That's a
But they do that in animation. They
mhm.
could do that in like 5, 6 episodes. Knock that whole out real
It's
quick.
a
I'd
that's an
watch
easy
it.
storyline. Not even five. Do it
Oh
like
yeah,
10 episodes. Make it one season. 10 episode season, bro. Don't let me start cooking, bro. Oh my god, that's too easy. Too easy. A light work.
I'm telling you, bro. We got it.
We've
We
literally
on it.
cooked everything up into Star Wars. What else we got? That's all we have for tonight for this week. I mean,
That's it,
like I
bro.
said, this on the 4th is May the 4th be with you. May 5th is Revenge of the Fifth. The 6th is I don't know, episode 6, Return of the Jedi. I'm running out of acronyms and analogies and names and segues.
May 7th is
Don't hurt yourself.
what did they call the new one?
Force Awakens.
Yeah, I almost had a stroke trying to think of that one. We're gonna go ahead and
Let's
try
just
to end the
let's just
episode
leave it.
there.
Let's
My
just
brain
leave
is
it with May the
fried.
4th be with you and Revenge of the Fifth. That was good enough for me. Happy Star Wars week, y'all. We
Yeah,
appreciate y'all tuning into the podcast. Thank y'all for watching and listening today. Be sure to follow us on all platforms at Cinestro Core. Stay tuned to everything coming up this year. Chewbacca smash the MF like button, the subscribe button. Show us how much you like this episode by leaving say 5-star review. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wherever you listen to this podcast, send our podcast and YouTube channel to friends, families, Jedi, Sith, the Holocron, Mandalorians, coworkers, the Ugnaughts, the droids, everything, clankers, and just keep this community growing. And thank you guys so much for listening to this Sinestro Call. We'll see you next time, and may the force be with you. Peace. Dun, 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 dun.